Dun, 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 dun. There we go.
Hello, darlings. Welcome to the Wednesday wind down, which is actually the Wednesday
Wind
coffee
up.
fuel wind up. Something, I don't know. We're at the wrong time of day, but it is all good. Y'all have already heard me say this. I am Facebook grounded. I made a joke. It was hilarious. Facebook bot said, "You're not funny." I'm on a 30-day ban, which ends in exactly 2 days. I am counting this down until I have my live privileges. But next week, we will go back to our regularly scheduled time, and I will have Haley crash every single time that she can because we have fun with these.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun going live with you, so it's good fun. Now, tell me about this coffee thing that you're doing today because it's National Coffee Day, and somehow you are making out like a coffee bandit.
Okay.
So hold it up, show it to us.
Here's my cute cup. One, it's a cute cup. It's got glitter. It's a color changing cup. I got it at Walmart. These things make me ridiculously stupid happy.
So you got what, two
I got
44
two
ounce?
44-ounce iced coffees from Sonic. It all starts with there's a water main break in my town. They sent the high school home at 10 o'clock this morning. Well, I picked my son up from high school in the Sonic parking lot because it's close enough to the school I don't get stuck in school traffic. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, I'm over here. I'll get breakfast. So I order my coffee. I order iced coffee with no ice so I can go home and pour it over ice and get more coffee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they made me one over ice, and then they fixed it and brought me one with no ice. So I got two coffees. It only took like half an hour for them to fix it, but whatever. So I am well into working on 88 ounces of iced coffee today. On top of the coffee I drank between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm. So you're slacking on the coffee consumption, is what you're telling me.
I am slacking on coffee consumption today.
So can you smell the color 9 yet?
Yes. I can smell the color 9.
Yes, your kids are going to walk through because they're at home and they're going to use the ice maker, and this is going to be what happens.
This is going to be exactly what happens.
I see you giving them the stink eye, and I'm like, this is life, guys.
This is life. Yeah, this is life, and he's trying really hard to muffle it so it won't be loud.
There is no muffling it.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're not bothering us, honey.
Yeah, there is no muffling it. Sorry, guys.
There's no muffling on this. This is real life. This is my life. If no one drops anything, breaks anything, and neither me or my husband swear, it's a win.
That's a rare day in my house.
Yeah,
well, swearing is kind of a requirement.
Yeah, we try really hard not to swear when the mic is live.
Mm-hmm.
But,
occasionally I fail.
I'm not good at that. I like my swear words.
Mm-hmm. I'm full of lots of swear words, and Lay is saying wind down with caffeine. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, if they could come up with a caffeinated wine, life would be perfect. I didn't ask you. If they came up with caffeinated beer, you'd drink it.
Yeah, caffeinated cider, caffeinated wine.
Yeah, let's add caffeine to alcohol.
Caffeinated vodka. Now that's an idea.
Yes, that would be good. Now,
that's like a recipe for blackouts.
It does. Well, I know of a brand, it's Da Vinci Vodka, makes a very good coffee vodka that tastes like black coffee with, the vodka afterburn. Mm-hmm. That would be dangerous added to coffee.
Right.
I also have a bottle of Jameson cold brew in the fridge. That's the Jameson whiskey and cold brew coffee. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But that one sneaks up on you because I mix it with coffee creamer and highballs, and I don't pay attention. I just kind of pour some whiskey in, and you add coffee creamer until it looks like the right color. And then you realize the third one in that you probably should have stopped drinking a half ago.
Yeah. I grew up in Rio de Janeiro, and the local drink is a caipirinha, and it's made with cachaça, which is made with fermented sugarcane. And it's lime and sugar, a little bit of water, and a lot of cachaça. And the tourists would come in to Rio and they would get a caipirinha and get sloshed. Oh my God, and sunburned. Sloshed and sunburned. Those things are potent. Note to self, don't drink hard alcohol in the sun, in the pool.
Ooh, that sounds like a recipe for sun poisoning.
Or on the beach. Yeah, they used to do that a lot. So crazy American tourists. The German tourists would do it too. Barbara says, drink coffee now and I'll be awake all night. It's 8:30 p.m. Yeah.
I have to admit to the fact that I consume so much coffee that I live in a state of chronic adrenal fatigue. I can finish my cup of coffee on the way to bed. It's not a good thing. It's not good for my system. I'm aware, but that's the truth of the situation I live in.
I'm not super reactive to caffeine. So it doesn't particularly wake me up and it doesn't particularly keep me up. So if I consume caffeine, it doesn't bother me in that way. But if I do stop drinking it, it does give me caffeine withdrawal headaches. And hey, Tish, good to see you.
Well, that's what's funny is I've gotten to the point I'm no longer sensitive to caffeine. But Thomas doesn't drink caffeinated beverages. He's very much a water, beer, whiskey, Gatorade. He doesn't do a lot of caffeinated beverages. So often he will walk by and pick up my coffee mug and take a big slug out of it. And when you give a toddler like a can of soda and the sugar and the caffeine hits when they're really little and they start bouncing off the walls, that's what it does to him. And it is the funniest thing ever.
All 295 pounds of him.
Yes.
Yes. Scrape him off the ceiling.
Yeah, you really have to scrape him off the ceiling. Okay, 350 pounds. I wasn't going to call you out like that, but if you want me to. But yeah, it's like you got to scrape him off the ceiling. But just like a toddler, when it runs out and he's done. Sugar and caffeine crash, done.
Does he just fall over like in his plate at the kitchen table like a toddler?
Not quite. But if he's sitting on the couch, all of a sudden he'll just kind of relax and go to sleep.
Check out.
Is that called watching TV?
Yes, that is called watching TV. That is exactly what that's called. It's usually anymore called watching the football game. I'll go in there to see what the score is, and he's asleep, and I'll poke him, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm watching. Good. What's the score? I don't know." Yeah, exactly. You sleep it.
That one team's winning.
Yeah, that one team's winning. Exactly. You can never be
one
wrong
of them.
with that answer.
I understand.
Oh, I have a new office essential for you.
Is this an F-bomb?
It's my F-bomb.
Do you throw it at people?
I haven't yet, but it's going to become the thing that gets thrown at people when they're annoying me when I'm working. Because it's soft and squishy.
I was going to ask you if you put rocks in it.
No, because then my luck, I'd hit a window.
You can't break a fire unless you can do the rock.
Yeah, it's really better if you can find that to throw on your at
You
people.
are on a roll, Thomas Ralph. I'm about to boot you into the living room. You're going to be mean to me.
It wasn't
We're on a roll here today, too. I'm like all kinds of sassy pants.
Oh, he came home sassy pants. That is for sure.
Clearly, he didn't work hard enough today.
Don't worry. I got plenty of honeydew projects because I keep going, babe, can we do this? Can we build another display? The 2 you built me over the past 2 days are perfect. Now, can we do 2 more? Maybe?
I thought those were pretty awesome.
They are fabulous. He did such a good job.
You have like the most amazing hubby ever.
I do. I'm spoiled. I literally word vomited at him on the phone. I need displays. I want them to look like this. I want them to do this. I want to be able to fold them flat so they don't take up room in the car. And I literally probably spent 45 minutes rambling with no coherent thing that would make sense to anybody else. And that is what he created out of my rambling. And it's better than what I thought I wanted.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then he decided to paint them black. I was going to paint them teal because branding colors are black and teal.
You wanted them black.
And then we got to thinking, if I'm aiming to do night markets, which is the perfect venue for me, the black displays are going to disappear behind the lanterns. So, he's a bit of a genius.
That's pretty awesome.
And he's standing here listening to me, so now his
Well,
ego.
and the other thing too is that black doesn't compete with any of the colors of your displays.
Yes, and that's true too. Is that that's something I've struggled with in the past because I like really bright, vibrant colors.
Mm-hmm.
But most of those will compete and clash with the lanterns. And if the goal is to get you to see the lantern, so
Bright, vibrant colors.
yes, dear. Please don't kick those boxes. We have a tiny little kitchen, and I have 2 different piles of lanterns in boxes based on where they go. So he's trying to figure out how to safely walk to the kitchen without bumping a stack of boxes
Of glass things.
of glass things that will, yeah.
I have steel toes on too.
And he's wearing his steel toe boots. Yeah,
I don't see a problem there.
I don't either. It sounds like we're gonna make confetti.
Nah.
Glass confetti.
Glass confetti. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. No.
That could be something else for sure.
Yeah, I'm waiting on UPS to get here with my lights. My lights are seriously delayed. I need to drop inventory off at a local store, and I need to be ready for a night market on Friday, and I'm really hoping UPS gets here tomorrow.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, we've noticed that orders are delayed. I've been trying to get Yoo-Hoo delivered to my son at school.
Oof, and it's still taking forever.
I ordered some at the end of August, and it is still not there.
Oh, that is ridiculously long.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I
Tish?
just saw Tish pop up with this. She's now official on Medium. I did see that post go up. I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be good. Very good.
Yep. Cool. That is cool.
So what is fun in Haley's world? Since I had this great epiphany about I need to be having more fun doing things for the sake of just doing them for fun. What's fun in Haley's world?
Walking dogs and going for hikes and cooking and doing stuff.
Good. It's
Playing
important.
pranks on people.
Pranks on people is fun. I just don't prank the people I live with because they prank mean.
No, those are no fun. Yeah, I have, a great big beige floofer.
Yeah, I have a little
He was
fuzzy.
currently snoring on the other side of my desk.
Both of Izzy's boys are home, so she's ignoring me. I am chopped liver. Yeah, no one cares. She's ridiculous, though. She's hoping the boys will get snacks and feed her. Like, I don't know they feed her when they get snacks.
Of course not. They never feed her snacks.
Never. That dog starved to death.
Clearly,
I mean, she doesn't get her own plate at dinner time as long as it's something she can eat. She doesn't get her own plate. She doesn't get, snacks every time somebody eats.
never.
Never. It's a wonder she doesn't weigh 40 pounds the way she gets fed.
It's a good thing. Yeah, ours weighs more than 40 pounds, but she's also a bigger girl. But yeah,
This is like this big.
I knew I was in trouble when we brought this one home at the end of July, and like within a couple of days, he's in the drive-through at Bojangles buying her own order of chicken supremes.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. If I'm going somewhere that does nuggets, I will order Izzy her own little 4-piece nugget.
And I have a dog.
Yeah, you gotta love that's something I'm spoiled with is because Iz doesn't bark. We got her young that she was not raised around other dogs. So she just doesn't bark. I was actually fun rabbit holes I go down. I was looking into why doesn't my dog bark? It's a psychological thing with her. She learned to communicate from us. So she huffs and grunts, all with great attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
And
tell
enthusiasm
by her attitude. So she's trying to communicate the way we communicate because she doesn't know she's supposed to bark. Apparently, when you get puppies at 5 weeks old and you raise them, you're supposed to bark at them so they learn to bark.
Oh.
I'm like, well, we missed that memo.
Yeah, our last dog didn't bark. Hardly ever.
Yeah. Our Jack Russell did. Now, when we had that Jack Russell, a leaf blew across the driveway and he would bark at it.
Mm-hmm.
But she could care less. If she actually barks at you, there's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll grumble and kind of huff, and it's really kind of funny.
Yeah, this one actually has like a whole range of vocalizations, including but not limited to sounding like a Wookiee. And just like the whole like she'll bark, but she also has like this whole like other like range of vocalizations like she's talking to you. So it's pretty funny.
That is
but she is very, very barky. So I apologize because, well, anytime an acorn drops off the tree in the backyard, we get barking. And the oak tree is dropping its acorns right now.
Yeah, I feel you though. That's just part of it's the fun of having a dog. You know, but I do find it interesting. Mine doesn't bark. But I was actually looking into and paying more attention to how she communicates. And she really does. She'll grumble and she'll kind of huff at you. And she will poke at you, which she had to have picked up from one of the kids. She will put her paw on you and push at you if she wants your attention. I'm like, it's interesting seeing how she adapted to being raised with wild, crazy kids.
Well, and I think that this one also has some like species kind of specific, or not species, but breed specific kind of things that she does.
Yeah.
And she will come up behind you and like boop you on the back of your knee. And like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Boop some more.
Thomas taught Izzy to stand up on her back legs and swat me on my butt if I'm not doing what she wants. It is mainly when she wants a treat, and I haven't given her one, but she will stand up on her back legs and stretch her little self up as far as she can so she can smack me in the butt. I'm like, there are 1,000 things you could have trained the dog to do, and that's what you choose. You choose to teach the dog to smack me in the rear end. Boys, what can we do with them?
This one will, it's hurting behavior, but she'll like boop you in the back of the leg. And every once in a while, because she's like booping at you, she'll like accidentally like graze you with a tooth.
Yeah, she's trying to get you to herd you where she wants to go, and she'll accidentally nip a little bit. Yeah, I have heard that can be an issue. Is that, you know, they're herd dogs. It's what they do. And,
it's not really, you know, like she's not trying to do anything.
No, and a lot of them wind up in shelters because people misinterpret that, especially with kids. You know, you constantly tell the kids, no, don't get into that. No, don't get into that. Come here, go over there. And the dog learns that, okay, kid can't do that. So they try to herd the kid away from trouble. And they wind up accidentally nipping at the kid. And they get blamed for doing what is literally breed specific for them. Yes, you can ride your bike if you get my coffee.
Well, and I mean,
I said we went to the Rams bike.
Yeah.
Oh, take football in the other room.
But this one's learning a lot more about patience too. Because if we mentioned going out for a WALK, I'm hoping she hasn't learned to spell yet because she's really freaking smart.
Around his shoulders.
Then she's like all over the place.
Yeah, and I have to say I can't use those 4 letters either because Iz has learned to. She's learned that those letters mean we're going to go do that. She also knows the 4 letters that go with getting in the big thing that drives around. So heaven forbid I mention those words.
280, 300, somewhere there.
She also knows my keys. There's a 50-50 shot she's going with me. She gets mad half the time because she's not going.
Well, really fast.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're fun. What would we be without our little puppers?
Oh yeah.
And not sitting on the steps at 1 o'clock in the morning because she decides she wants to go out. That's where I would be.
Yeah, well, we have that fun stuff. Hey, Melinda, good to see you.
Hi, Melinda.
We get to walk dogs at 1 o'clock in the morning because that's what we do.
And again, going back on I'm spoiled, Iz doesn't go anywhere. You know, She'll go into the side yard, take care of business, and come right back. So I just have to sit on the steps because if you don't go out with her,
She won't
go. I just have to sit on the steps and let her go do her thing, and then she comes back and we can go inside. And I know for a fact she won't go anywhere because somehow, some way, she either got around me or Laura, and we were headed out the door.
Mm-hmm.
We left. We came back 3 hours later, and she comes trotting out of the backyard like, "Hi, Mom."
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I'm really glad that you're not one to wander.
Mm-hmm.
You just stay put.
Yeah.
Melinda, your puppy's asleep at 1 a.m. Yeah, no, it's between 1 and 2 every morning. And it doesn't matter, take her on a WALK before bed, restrict water, restrict food. It don't matter. We're going out between 1 and 2 a.m.
Yeah, her bladder just doesn't have the capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours would prefer for me to go to bed about 9, maybe 10. And then she does not want to be woken up before about 8.
Aw.
And like my husband will offer to take her out when he gets up in the morning at the crack of dawn. And no, she'd rather not. She'll just rather lay in the bedroom on the floor in her little spot. We haven't trained her yet to get in the bed and sleep with him, but he keeps hoping that she will do that.
Yeah, I swore no dogs in my bed. Dogs have crates. Dogs sleep in crates.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fine with the black lab. I had no problem with that. When it was bedtime, he would go get in his crate. We didn't have to shut the door. He'd just go get in it. That's bedtime. He sleeps in the living room in his crate. Then here comes little Miss Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
And she was still at the puppy phase. We were still working on crate training. And we had a sleepover in the house. And I didn't want her in the living room because of all the girls being in the living room. So I brought her into the bedroom with us.
Mm-hmm.
And she fussed and whined because she knew we were in there with her. So you know what happened. I went and got her. Put her in the bed for one night.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, that was 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
9 years ago for one night.
Mm-hmm. When we brought BB home, the dog will not sit on the furniture. Okay, the dog took up permanent residence on the chair in the living room. The dog is not going to sleep in the bed. That lasted maybe 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was in the bed in between my husband and my son and, stayed and slept in the bed every day until she passed away this summer. And yeah. Even when he had to pick her up and put her, lift her up and down because she couldn't walk anymore, she was in the bed.
Yes.
Even when we had to put, puppy pads underneath her, she's still in the bed.
Yes. We always say that's not going to happen. Somehow that happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This dog Jojo is not as much of a bed dog for some reason.
Yeah, I was not going to have a dog that was a ride buddy. Never going to teach them that going in the car is a fun thing to do. Yeah, okay. Every time I take Taylor to work, she goes with me. Mm-hmm. Every time I go pick him up at work, she goes with me. If I'm just running an errand and I don't have to leave the car, she goes with me.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And he loves to go to the bank.
And we will time errands. So she either rides in the car with us and the other will sit in the car, mm-hmm. or, somebody will stay home with her. And if we got to eat, sorry, y'all, we're those crazy people. We'd bring the dog. She has separation anxiety, really bad separation anxiety. And we've tried crating her and she howls the whole time we're gone. If we leave her loose in the house, she chews the back door. She's just trying to get to us. So
yeah, I get that. We had that with our Jack Russell, who bonded himself to our oldest daughter. Dogs pick their people. I firmly believe that. We got him because the neighbors were going to drop him off. This was years ago. He was going to be a drop-off puppy. So we took him. Because if you're just going to go drop him off in the country, we can find him a new home. I just didn't realize it was going to be my home when I took him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was, when we got him, he'd been crated so much that he was crate aggressive. If you put him in a crate, he'll destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
Within 3 hours, he can chew through one of those like wire ones. He can chew through it and be out of it in 3 hours. Not good for him.
Mm-mm.
And if there was a storm or anything that went on when no one was home, he would eat something.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got that under control because it's all good. His person's always going to come home. And then she moved out in a situation where she couldn't have him. And in the first 6 weeks she was gone, he did a massive amount of damage inside the house.
I can only imagine.
Walked out the door, he would flip out.
Mm-hmm.
See, that was exciting. That was very delightful and fun.
Yeah.
We were very careful to time trips as much as possible that he was never here alone.
Yep. No, I get it. Ours is, we try to not leave her alone if we can. We've got parents' weekend for one of our kids, and Xena's flying home to be with the dog.
Yes, I get it. I do. Thankfully, with Iz, I turn the TV on. As long as I leave the TV on, she doesn't even get upset that we leave.
Oh, that's nice.
She watches a whole lot of true crime. It depends on who turns it on. If I turn the TV on, she gets true crime. If Thomas turns the TV on, she gets sports.
So which one does she like better, true crime or sports?
Sports, she turns the TV off. She turns the TV off.
That's really awesomely awful.
The first time,
and hysterical at the same time.
When we had Spectrum cable, she knew how to operate the remote. She would change the channel. I thought it was a fluke. I would put it on something. I'd come home and it'd be on a different channel. I'm like, that's just weird. She's stepping on the remote, whatever. Then Thomas watched her change the channel one day. She didn't like what was on. So she got the remote and nosed it around so it was pointed at the TV, and she knew where to step to make the channel change. Now if you leave the TV remote on the couch and she doesn't like what's on TV, she just shuts the TV off.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yorkies are smart little turds.
Yeah, we used to have one growing up. Her name was Taco.
The next edition, now I make this joke because I never plan to get another dog. I never did. But I think it would be hilarious to get a St. Bernard with the same basic colors that she's got and name it Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And watch my tiny little dog boss around the big dog.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is big dog. 1,100 square feet, 4 people, 2 businesses, St. Bernard size of a small horse, and no thank you.
We had a Mastiff when we moved into this house, and our house before this was a 1,300 square foot townhome. We had no kids. We moved here, and we jokingly will tell you we bought the current house because we needed a bigger house for the dog.
I believe that, though. We've talked about getting a big dog, and it may happen.
You want to start doing night shows? You need a big dog to go with you.
I am not. I may do night markets, but I am not getting a St. Bernard or a Mastiff simply to have a large animal to take with me.
And my husband is arguing for a Tibetan Mastiff. I'm guessing your husband and mine should not be allowed in the same room together.
Oh, they can try all they want, but he's still not. Rick is lobbying for a Tibetan Mastiff. They're bigger than Bernie's.
I still want 2 Bernies.
And they're more aggressive, and they're much more protective of their humans.
He wants a pair of St. Bernards from the same litter as puppies. And
brother and sister.
He wants brother and sister, obviously get them fixed first opportunity. And he wants to turn them into lapdogs. He wants to.
Oh, they will be very happy to be lapdogs. Dogs. Says she who had a Mastiff who thought he was a lap dog and a bed dog. I hope you're ready to replace the furniture every couple of months because they get up and they dig and they turn and they rip right through the furniture with their claws.
What's the difference?
And sheets are just like a joke when you have a Mastiff because they'll get in the bed and then they're going to turn and they're going to dig and they're going to go and it's just going to like shred your sheets into confetti so that, glorious 800 count fabric that you bought then becomes 800 count confetti. And it's awesome.
This is not helping me want a big dog.
And then let me tell you about the shoes.
Oh God, no. Don't even touch my shoes.
And our Mastiff, if he got in trouble for one shoe, he would not eat that shoe again. He would eat the other shoe in the pair.
Well, at least he was consistent on destroying a pair. At least it wasn't like the left shoe out of every pair.
And there was a lot of left shoes involved. And all of my bras.
Yeah, see, that's just
library books, the bottle of glue.
I can live with the couple.
The box spring on the bed. They're powerful chewers.
Yeah. I'm lobbying for a pit bull. But here's the thing. We all know I kind of fall under the woo category of a lot of things. I can tell you, at the point in my life where I am able to move to the beach, I will have a gray pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. It's one of those recurring things that you know is going to happen. So at some point I will have a pit, but I absolutely adore the breed. I have some of the best dogs I have ever dealt with have been pits.
Mm-hmm.
And I want a pretty little gray, kind of that gunmetal, smoky gray pit.
I am sure you will get it. It's coming.
And because people want to know his name, it's a him. It is a him. And its name is Seal.
His name is Seal?
His name is Seal. Because, beach, dog, gray.
Seal.
Or. Exactly. And watch my husband teach him to do that.
Oh, yeah.
He will, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thomas
I totally get it.
To do. He's like, I come home from work and it's quiet and it's calm. And the wind down happens in the evening. And you're on the computer when I get home.
Well, the good news is that we're doing the wind down now. So you won't have to worry about her winding down tonight.
Yes. See?
And we have no mastermind tonight. It's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
So you're good.
Yep. And until UPS gets here, I have to cut vinyl for my new signs for my new displays, and then I'm done.
Flip them over and finish painting them.
Okay, and I gotta flip them over and finish painting them. You're home, therefore I'm not allowed to paint because I can't paint crap. That's your job.
That's too funny.
I can't spray paint for nothing.
I love it.
He's patient. He does the little short strokes and the gentle spray, and I'm like, push the top and do this. Yeah. I keep going out there to get a can of spray paint, and he's like, I'll do it, honey.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. At this point, don't look at it.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only have to fix one or two really good spray paint messes before. Yeah.
Yes.
That's okay. I did the same thing with the laundry.
You do them wrong. You don't have to do them again.
No, that's laundry, honey.
That's the laundry in my house.
Yeah. Okay.
I dyed all my, we got married 29 years ago. And I thought the sweater was fine to wash in the laundry. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So everything got dyed pink. It was a red sweater.
Oh, I've done it. Thomas has done it. Not since we've been together, but yeah. He wore a whole lot of pink shirts and pink socks.
For a bit. Mm-hmm.
For a bit. The good news is I know how to bleach things, so if I dye anything else pink, I can bleach them.
That's cool. Yeah, you're sweet and lovable, kind, shy, and innocent, and that's a bunch of...
Yeah, the bottom of it says, oh, for heaven's sake, stop laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect shirt. I mean, that's how it's school.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, honey. Come here. Yeah, I really didn't have a way to tell you that they closed the high school and sent him home early, so you did not know that he was not on the bus. So I am sorry. I know that disrupts your routine. I love you.
How many people I had to tell they couldn't sit with me?
I don't know how many people you had to tell they couldn't sit with you, but you should let people sit with you.
Not random people I don't know.
Okay. Hoi. And chaos has arrived.
Welcome back, Chaos.
Welcome back, Chaos. Yes. Unhappy that her brother was not on the bus, but can't really tell her that, hey, they sent him home from school early.
She'll know soon enough.
Yeah, I figured she'd figure it out when she got on the bus and there were no high school students on the bus.
Mm-hmm. Hey, at least they get there.
Yeah. Well, and at least the school system sent them home.
Mm-hmm.
They've done this before where the water main has broken and they have kept them at school all day with no running water. And I mean, my concern there is bathrooms. Kids are gross, especially high school, middle school kids. They're gross. And the idea of them not having any bathrooms. So somehow.
Or access to toilets or anything.
Exactly. So I'm glad they called it and sent them home.
Yeah, that's really the right decision.
It is. And that is one thing I like about this school system is they will call individual schools. If there's an issue at this school regarding, that will affect this school, then this school goes home.
Mm-hmm.
They're quicker to release the high school than they are any other school. But at high school age, kids are generally pretty self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
So they're fine to come home if their parents are at
work.
I think it'd be a bigger problem if they released the primary kids, which is preschool through second grade. That'd be a bit more of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did the big call about school being released at 10:15 this morning. I picked them up at 10. Yeah. School got out at 10. They notified parents officially at 10:15. But, Taylor sent me a text. They're sending us home. It's all right. I'll be right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this has been fun.
It has. And next week, I will no longer need a chaperone.
And next week, you'll be able to do this by yourself.
Yes.
Like a real adult.
Yeah, no. The adulting won't come into this at all. But you can always come play with me anytime you want.
I want to do this more often.
We need to. It's fun. It's exciting. It's just kind of fun to not have to be focused on all the time and business focused all the time. Just be able to play and goof off.
Yeah. And y'all should know Haley really is not really business focused all the time.
No.
Now you get to see it. Cool. Thank you so much. This has been fun.
Thank you for saving my butt for the past month.
You're welcome.
I will try not to have this happen anymore.
Yeah, right? Take care.
You guys be good. I will be back
you.
at my regularly scheduled time next week. And don't get into trouble. And if you do, call me because I'm probably going to have fun with it.
Yep. I love it. Thanks. Bye-bye.